I hope you're all doing well today. Uh, this webinar is going to be about SOCMINT as a powerful tool for your investigation. My name is Mohamed, as you know. I am from Morocco. I'm a cybersecurity state engineer. I'm also a risk advisory and cybersecurity consultant in a big consulting firm. And I'm also a cybersecurity and networking trainer. Let's first start by the plan of our webinar. As a start, I'm gonna starting by a little introduction to see some statistics about social media usage nowadays. Then I'm gonna have another chapter talking about OSINT versus SOCMINT. And here we're gonna see the definition of OSINT and SOCMINT and how they are different, what are the differences. Then we are gonna see why does SOCMINT work. So basically, what are the reasons why the SOCMINT is effective for investigation. After that, I'm gonna be talking about SOCMINT data sources, mainly the types of data we can extract from social media. After that, it's going to be SOCMINT types, the difference between offensive and defensive SOCMINT. And of course, we're going to define each type and how we can use it, the use cases, etc. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about SOCMINT tools, in which we're going to discover the most famous SOCMINT tools that are used in the field of cybersecurity. All right, without further ado, let's start with our introduction. So we're going to see some statistics about social media usage now. As we all know, in the modern world, everyone is using social media, especially in the last years. It is exponentially growing. The number of people using social media, the number of platforms, the amount of data that is shared and created in social media, which is actually, we're gonna say, a very fertile place for pen testers, for hackers, for everyone to gather a lot of data. And here are some very interesting statistics that we should know about social media nowadays. So the first one is over 4 billion people use social media. The second one is 98% of internet users aged between 16 and 64 used social media. Actually, the average person has 8.3 social accounts. Also, the average user spends nearly 2.5 hours on social media. And then we have 66% of employees use social media to talk to their colleagues. We have over 500 million tweets that are sent per day. We have over 1 billion active users on Instagram, which is a very interesting number as well. We have 40% of TikTok users that are from wealthy families. And last but not least, 3 quintillion bytes of data are generated every day through internet. Now we're going to be talking about the difference between OSINT and SOCMINT. So actually OSINT, it stands for open source intelligence, and it is the collection and analysis of data obtained from public sources. And here the SOCMINT is actually a subtype of OSINT, and it mainly constitutes of extracting data from social media platforms. Okay, why does SOCMINT work? What are the reasons SOCMINT is effective for investors? They can leave their social life open to the public, intentionally or not. People also use their personal data more than it is required. So also people are not aware of the exposure reach their data can have. All right, so I said people are not aware of the exposure reach their data can have. And also people do not really use different identities online, which makes everything connected and easy to track. So what are the SOCMINT data sources? What are the types of data we can extract from social media? Actually, you can extract data from Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Now Discord and Telegram are very used. From blogs like WordPress, Medium, Blogger, etc., photo sharing, Pinterest, Instagram, forums as well. People are very active on forums. They ask questions. They answer to questions. What are the SOCMINT types? So here I'm going to be talking about the difference between offensive and defensive SOCMINT. For the offensive SOCMINT, it's usually about gathering information before an attack happens, and it is used to prevent a hack. The second type is defensive SOCMINT, and this is usually a post-hack attack. So it's learning about the attack against the target or against your company, and it is used to analyze an existing. So last but not least, I'm going to be talking about some SOCMINT. So here you have, for example, this Hunter, phonebook.cz, emailchecker.net. So these are usually for finding email addresses of some company, of some domain. It is very useful. For those, have I been found? The hash and intelligent X and WeLeak info are used to know if your email is being has been in a data breach, or maybe some of your company emails. You can also have access. Well, actually, have I been found is a free tool, but for the hashed intelligent X, I think also WeLeak info are paid services, but they provide really interesting data. Also the password used, and then you can try it with password on different platforms, of course, if you have the permission to do so. Also, Google is I think for me, Google is the most powerful tool, because just using Google Docs and Google Hacking Database, if you're aware about that, you can have a lot of information. Actually, I'm gonna be doing a little, a little tutorial about that. And we're going to see how you can use Google to find results. For Profiler and Sherlock project, they are very useful to look for usernames on different platforms and see if a name of a person is present on different platforms. That may give you an idea about how that person, how the target uses social media, and what is the activity on that social media. Maltego also is a very wide tool that has many functionalities, and among these functionalities are SOCMINT ones. So you can have access to Twitter accounts, and it gives you a very wide idea about the connections between people and between accounts, and I really like it. There are communities service tools, but a lot of functionalities that you can see there, or what they call, I think, performs or something like that. They are paid, but it's really worth it. So I said the first tool that we're going to be looking at is the Profiler tool, and here is the GitHub repository of Profiler. So as you can see, you can either install it, using pip, or I think there is also a Docker installation somewhere. But here, if you just follow the documentation, you can actually install it. It requires a Python 3, and then you install Profiler. So here I have it already installed. And here what we can do is with a Python 3 profiler.py, and then here you specify with the -p the name of the target. Here I'm gonna just perform a test with John Doe, since it is the most famous name for tests, and I'm gonna see the amount of accounts on different platforms that we're gonna get as a result. We hit enter. And here, as you can see, it gives me 3 choices. We select the separators possible. So do we want to include the results with a dot separated, or with a dash separated, or with an underscore separated, or both of the 3? So how you select with the space? So here, if I click on space, I will select. Then I move with the bottom arrow, I'm going to select, three of them, like that. I'm going to hit enter. And here, it gives me all the services in which I want to perform the scan, in which I want to check if there is any username like that. So here, for example, for email, I wanted the notion email. I'm just gonna try to check most of them. For me, we have also GitHub, Facebook, Flickr, Linktree, Pinterest, Twitter, Skype. And here we just hit enter after we select all the platforms. So here it will perform the searches on these platforms, and it's going to give us results each time it finds an account with the name John Doe. So we're going to wait for a couple of seconds, and we're going to see what we get. So here, okay, we have some Pinterest accounts. This may be interesting. Here we have only John, here we have only Doe, John Doe. It kind of tries to find all the combinations possible, with the let's say the different positions of the name. We can try to check this, for example, open the link. Sometimes we have some accounts that do not work, but for some reason this actually works. And you can see, for example, that this person really has kind of this creative view. That person likes everything related to colors, everything related to inspiration. So maybe this person is an artist, who knows? This is an example. So yeah, that was it from my webinar. I hope you really liked it and you got useful information from it. And I can't wait to meet you on future webinars on Securzy. Thank you so much.